Here's a step-by-step guide on how to use ear seeds. An ear seed is essentially a little metal ball in a sticker that you place on the ear to help stimulate blood flow to that area that corresponds to a different part of the body in Chinese medicine. In the old days, I used to use actual seeds, but these days we've jazzed them up a little bit, and it's just a little metal ball that's pretty discreet, or sometimes you're going to get sparkly ones. So the first thing that you need to know is that the entire body fits on the ear. For us, as you can see in this little smaller one, the head starts down here, then we've got the spine coming down like that, so you've got your legs down through there, and then the majority of the internal organs are through there as well. There's a few exceptions where we have different points that are in different parts of the body, but just as a general rule, when you're looking to find an active spot, and in Chinese medicine the acupuncture points are what we'd call alive, they can move around, so you use these points, or this representation of the body in there, as a bit of a guide as to where you should be looking. So what you're looking to do is basically find a little bit of a tender spot, or an Asha point, which translates to oh yes, in an area that corresponds with what you're looking to improve. So let's say, for example, you're looking to do a treatment for someone's neck and shoulders. So the head is through here, the neck starts to come around through here, and then the shoulders are going down through there like that. So I'll just bring that up again. So right there, there's the head coming down into that spot there. So all you got to do, find that little bit that sticks out of the ear and start kind of massaging around that area. Try both ears, and you'll normally find one spot that's a little bit more tender than the other on one of the ears. Then you can either massage that for 30 to 90 seconds, and as it stops feeling as tender, you should actually feel a relief in the part of the body that it's trying to affect. Or you can get one of these little ear seeds, and they're really simple to use. You basically just peel it off, boom, and then place it on the area. Just like that. That look pretty cool. That will do the massaging for you. So all day that'll continue to stimulate through that area. We say leave the sticker, the little ear seed on for 3 to 5 days, or until it's it starts to get a little bit wear and tear. Obviously if it gets red or irritated, remove it. Now you can use multiple points throughout the body. There's no real limit to how many you can use. There's actually a couple of really great kind of videos coming out of Korea where they'll literally cover the person in them, and you'll see little changes. So we'll just walk through briefly. So if you've got the head and the face, so here we've got the eyes, the tongue, the jaw, moving down into the neck, and then we're in the shoulders through here, and then coming down through the arm like that. Going a little bit lower, we're in the thoracic spine. So let's say you've got pain between your shoulder blades. If you palpate through that area through there, you should find a tender spot. You should be able to add an ear seed to that. Then we're going lower down into the lumbosacrum, so the lower back, and then here it kind of splits off, and we go to the hips, the knees, the ankles and the toes through there. We've also got, as you come around here, we're going to go more into the pelvic cavity, and the buttocks and stuff. The classic point here, Shen Men, is one of the great points on the ear that's often used in a lot of different therapies. So it's used to kind of calm the spirit. So obviously if you're sick or you're unwell or you got something that's some pain or something that's bothering you, that can have an effect on your mind or your spirit in Chinese medicine. So by relaxing and calming the spirit, you actually help reduce pain in all those kind of areas. So it's a point that's often used to help facilitate or add on to the therapy. So that's the down through the legs, and then if we come back up here, so we'll split off and be a little bit closer through here. You go through the arm, the elbow. Let's see if I can get there. All right, and then coming down into the hands and fingers. In this section, so that little bit of the inner canal, that's where you got most of your internal organs. So right in the center is the heart. The heart in Chinese medicine is actually kind of houses the spirit as well. So you can use it to help with sleep. You can use it to help with anxiety. Obviously you can help it, for the heart, help the blood pump through the body. Around the heart is the lung. The lung is also in Chinese medicine is charged with the skin. So if you have any skin conditions, then the emotion then kind of governs his grief. or you get sick a lot. For us in Chinese medicine, the lung is in charge of the body's kind of immune system. We use different terms. But finding a tender spot through there and then adding that in can be very helpful. We've got the spleen and the stomach and the liver. In Chinese medicine, the organs are different to the Western medicine organs, but essentially these three can be very, very good to help with IBS or digestive issues. The spleen is in charge of like transforming and transporting the nutrients around the body. It's the idea, are you getting enough out of your food? The stomach is where we say the food rots and ripens, so you need to have that working so the food will come in and continue going down. So if you've got anything like reflux, like reflux, you've got digestive issues, like you can get some bloating and diarrhea. By finding a tight spot in through there and then adding the acupressure point or the ear seed, it'll kind of help stimulate that. The liver in Chinese medicine has a really interesting role in helping things continue along their normal smooth path. So being able to transition from night to day, so be able to fall asleep, to be able to go from like stressed to relaxed. So if you're getting angry or upset and you're not able to calm down, can also be very helpful for that. If you've got IBS and you've noticed that stress really impacts your digestion, finding a little tender spot there, adding a little ear seed can be extremely helpful. Now coming a little bit further along, we get into the Chinese medicine kidney, and then we've got the bladder and things like that. The kidney in Chinese medicine has a strong link to like your reproductive health. So if you're wanting to work on balancing your hormones or like pursuing fertility and things like that, or even like lower back pain for Chinese medicine, and it has a particularly strong association to the knees as well, but we'll cover that another day. Finding a little tender spot in there, adding that in there will actually help kind of improve those areas, help boost the body's natural ability to feel strong and healthy. We consider it at the base of the body, and then you can take it from there. So that's a nice general overview. As a rule of thumb, you can use as many as you want. Leave them on for 3 to 5 days. Use this as a guide, find a tender spot and then add the ear seed onto that, and then you can massage that yourself, or you'll find that the ear seed does the work for you. Check both ears. You'll probably find that one works better, like feels a bit more tender than the other. If you have any questions, comment below.